I don't support Black Lives Matter, because who they matter to? We kill each other all day. We talk about each other all day. You know who talk about me the most on the internet? Niggas. Niggas. You know what's worse than a nigga? 2 of them.
For the victory lap though. Whoa, whoa. They ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I should overcome. What for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands and stormy shore seasons in the year, yeah. Ain't no channel for champions and chain no fear. Yup, the champ is here. Switch gears, we keeping haters in the rear.
Oh yeah, I seen this. This shit was crazy.
I've always wanted this. I don't know if I ever asked you this.
We're a different breed.
Whatever happened when you were a young boy?
I love him to death. He's just on his journey right now. There's nothing he could do to make me stop loving him. I got his face tattooed on me because I see myself in him.
Wow. He's going through a lot of trials and tribulations.
Wish I could put my arms around him right now. That shit killed me to see him suffer. I wish I could just put my arms around him right now. I'm gonna always love you forever, but he just on his journey right now. That's what brothers do.
Have you guys ever talked like recently?
Yep.
As
like right after the Super General drop.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that conversation like?
I mean, it ain't what we discuss is what we discuss.
Yeah.
But I told him I love him. I love him.
Do you see him possibly as how you probably thought of yourself a few years ago when you were going through it? Where it felt the legal system was a never-ending process, just putting you through it.
Yeah.
But it was testing your faith.
Man, that hurt me. That hurt me to see him going to court. You could see how weighed down he was. You going, not knowing the outcome. See, a lot of people don't know what that's like going to court. You could see it was heavy on him. I just wanted to put my arms around him. Hey, I love you. Stand up in their chest.
How did you deal with that?
I had to stand up in their chest. I'm already a nigga. I'm born guilty. I'm a nigga. Hey, your car smell like weed. Let me search. When I changed my people, places, and things, and changed my perspective, you know, police speak to me like these police that done arrested me and all of that. They speak to me now and say they proud of me.
That sounds like the rhetoric that was on that infamous interview that people hated you for. Though.
I don't give a fuck what they hate, because y'all ain't never committed no crimes. Y'all ain't really did nothing. Y'all don't do nothing, but when y'all get, see, I ain't never been in programs. I've been from the juvenile detention system all the way to the adult jail. So a lot of the sheriffs and the police and deputies, they was prison guards at first.
True.
So I know them coming there getting a paycheck before they was road deputies and all of that. So I've been knowing me since I was a kid. In and out this bitch revolving door. Ain't nothing to do in Louisiana but go to jail or die.
Shit.
I don't care what people don't like. They got mad when I said I don't support Black Lives Matter, because who they matter to? We kill each other all day. We talk about each other all day. You know who talk about me the most on the internet? Niggas. Niggas. You know what's worse than a nigga? 2 of them. Make you don't want to be a nigga. Yeah, man, it don't be nobody else talking about me. It be niggas, my own people that look like me.
Yeah.
Talk about me like a dog. Kick me when I'm down. Can't wait. look at Gates.
Yeah.
Went to jail, they celebrated, clapped their hand, it was happy. I don't look at color and see race no more. I see real and fake. That's it. Even when I see police, what's up, big man? Don't work too hard. I'm gonna try not to, Gates.
Did it affect you that it was somebody of your own color that sent you to the institution?
You know how niggas go to jail? Cause niggas tell on niggas. It's a 98% conviction rate amongst blacks. They tell. You ain't know that?
Oh God.
That's what niggas do. They just talk good as a bitch.
Yeah.
That's all they do. They tell.
So you don't feel like it's like, you know, it's us versus the white man.
Man, we was taught wrong. We was taught wrong. Don't no motherfucking white man to pick my motherfucking destiny. I was in my own way. I was self-sabotage. I gotta take accountability for me. I got to. Nah, I don't celebrate Halloween and all that and carve out the pumpkin because I know from slavery, you know, my ancestors were slaves. So I know what the pumpkin stand for when they used to hang us and put the pumpkin on top of our head. I'm not inviting that energy into my life. Yeah, that's what that is, that jack-o'-lantern. That's a nigga. Yeah, put the pumpkin, and gouge his eyes out, everything, put the pumpkin over his head and carve the bitch up. That's what that did, hanging from a tree. You know, I don't celebrate that, but did this white dude right here next to me, did he do that to me? He ain't did that to me. And if he do, I bolt him to the floor. It's him, or I'm going to die trying. So I'm just saying, like, we was taught wrong. We be having this, man, watch out for the white man. Man, when I ain't never had no problem with no white. It been niggas. And I look, like, it's crazy. Like, even in jail, I'm like, okay, we gonna stick together and ride in this bitch. They giving the black people cold food. Man, when we stood up in that bitch, come on, let's scuffle. We gonna fight with the police. Come on. When they came in there with them guns, them fucking baby powder guns, them, you know, that fox spray and all that. You know what them niggas did me? They all went got in their rack. It was me, probably 2 other black dudes and a Mexican. The warden even told me, I respect you, you're a man. Start sticking by yourself. See, we was taught wrong. See, I live in reality. I don't live in you showing me a graphic image of somebody and saying, oh God, man, we gotta just World War III. Cause y'all ain't bought all that.
Yeah.
Cause soon as they come out there with them pepper spray and them guns, you know what a nigga get to doing? Running.
Right.
Let me see you die for it since you believe in it so much.
I'm trying to tell you.
And niggas just talk good as a bitch, man. That's why it's real and fake.
Period.
I don't know what color a real person gonna be. I don't know what color a fake person gonna be.
Yeah.
How you know somebody real? They do real things. How you know somebody fake? They do fake shit.
Closet.
I am playing real quick because that nigga is really fucking preaching to you. Bro, I done met so many motherfucking white cats that was cool as, bro. They was cool as a bitch, bro. Like they were cool as a fan, bro. And I'm talking about like to this day when it's cool. Like, we don't talk as much because like, you know, Navy and, you know what I'm saying, he went his way and I went my way, whatever too. I'll never get Brandon Stevens, right? One of the coolest white boys I've met in my entire life. Like just a down to earth good person, right? And I think I told you this story. I went to visit him in Pennsylvania, and I went to visit him in Pennsylvania, right? It was Pennsylvania too. Like, I mean, this ain't like, you know, like Philly or like Pittsburgh or shit like that. Like, it's Pennsylvania, right? Like, it's like in the States, right? Go down, surprise me, whatever, Tuesday, my birthday, whatever, right? This is like my 20, this is a minute ago, it's probably like my 25th birthday or some shit, right? So we turn up, get fucked up or whatever, right? And we go to like this like bar. So we go to this bar, right? So we go to this bar, which really caught me off guard because I wasn't like used to like country living. And I remember he said, I'm gonna take you to a bar. And I grew up in this bar and I'm drinking until 16 years old. And I was like, okay, right? 16 years old, cool, right? So we go to the bar. And so we go to the bar, and I just remember it was like super loud, like bustling in, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And we walk in, and it's like quiet. You know what I mean? I'm the only black guy, right, in the entire bar, right? I'm the only black guy in the entire bar. So like I get in or whatever to like the bar or whatever, and I like sit down and everybody's quiet, but they're all looking at me like I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm the fucking black dot, right? So I know it's me, of course, right? And I'm with my buddy Kev, he was from like New York, whatever, cool as, you know, funny white boy, right? And I just remember sitting down and I just look over at Brandon and I'm just like, look, man, they don't like, you know, people like me, it's not a big deal. I'm really not trying to get beat up on my 21st birthday, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like he just starts laughing, like, yeah, you crazy, whatever, right? Ha ha. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, nigga, that was not a joke. Like at all. I'm being dead fucking serious, right? Brandon, he had to get up and go to the bathroom. So he went to the bathroom. And when he went up and go to the bathroom, one of this big this motherfucker was small as fuck, bro. He had to be like 6'3", like 260, right? He was big as fuck, right? He walked over, right? And he's like, hey. And back in my mind, I'm like, well, this is how we're getting started, huh? Right? And he's like, hey, how you know Brandon? And I was like, we were stationed together down in Texas. He you in the Navy? And I was like, yeah, I'm in the Navy. He was just like, well, let me shake your goddamn hand then, right? So I like relax, I'm breathing, right? Because I'm like, y'all thought she about to beat the fuck out of me, dog. Like I thought I was gonna get jumped. All of them was dumb cool, bro, for real. All of them was dumb cool. All of them brought me like a shot. They was dumb fucking cool, right? Fast forward the next day, I got super fucked up, hungover, whatever, right? So Brandon, he a real one, right? So he came up to me and he apologized for his uncle and shit. He was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry about my uncle. He said some fucked up shit, whatever. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? He was like, oh really? Because I held the door open for them when he went up the bar and shit. He was like, really? You gonna let the I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but you gonna let the N-word, you know what I'm saying, like hold the fucking door open, right? So he like, reprimanded him and shit like that, whatever. I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck what this motherfucker got to say. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it was like, because he didn't even have to tell me that shit. He didn't. Even once I told him that I didn't hear what his uncle said or whatever too. He still told me. He apologized too. He didn't have to do any of that shit. To this day, that's one of the realest motherfuckers I've met in my life. He was white, and almost all of the motherfuckers that I got a problem with to this day, like when I tallied up percentage wise, Kevin right, bro. They really is some niggas though. Like niggas really like if you don't fit into their mold or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a problem. Like for instance, who's like 10 years old about not being black enough. You a valley boy. My sister's like, oh, you valley girl. So I'm saying like you not black enough. Nigga, fuck you. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say, bro. Like he is 100% telling the truth, yo, for real. I'm like, that's why I've been fighting. Like when I said nigga, it was every year I was getting in fights over stupid shit and from niggas because I wasn't black enough. All that
I feel you, man.
Like, see, we was taught wrong. I agree, Kevin. We was taught wrong, bro. I mean that on everything too, yo, for like, and a lot of niggas is never gonna get nowhere in life because they so stuck on that shit too, yo, for like, ain't no 30-year-old white man sitting up here like, how can I impress the black? Like, nigga, like he trying to worry about getting some pussy and making some money and you know trying to get a house, or whatever. Like this the same shit that we is.
That's facts. You probably seen these videos where you'll see like a white person interacting with a black person, right? And the black person may like get upset with the white person because they felt they said something offensive. If you notice in most of those videos, the white person looks genuinely confused because they're like,
they don't fucking know.
I didn't mean anything by it. They're like, it was a compliment. Like they look fucking confused as shit. But yeah, that's to Kevin's point though, like it's real and fake. To me, you gotta like. I know for me, I don't really like look at color when I'm making decisions and shit. Because to me, if you do that, that shit sets you up.
I ain't say all that.
No, sorry. Rephrase it when I say decisions. Like for example, right? So like, let's say I'm going to like, I'm gonna go buy a car, right? I'm not gonna go just be like willy nilly, like me go to the black business and not the business that's just the best business.
Oh yeah, I feel you.
Now, don't get me wrong, right? Like if I'm on a website, right, I may search for like let me look at a black business and then see the rankings. But that ranking isn't as good as a white business or Asian business. I'm not gonna be like, let me go support the black business that got 2 stars, or I can go to the Asian dude that got 5. Like that don't make sense to me. And like shit, like it's just like to me, it's like sometimes there's like this allegiance to black people, but then to Kevin's point, they sit there and criticize you and put you down. It's like, why the fuck would I support you? And then on top of that, the thing that pisses me off, I guarantee you, people who watch this video but like, yo, that Kevin Wright. Why does it take a dude who's literally lived in the fucking the government been through juvenile detention centers, prison, all that shit? Why we gotta listen to this motherfucker, but we can't listen to somebody who's like, you know what, I don't do that shit at all. But like who's able to make the right decisions and like be like, oh, this don't make sense. Like we look up to dudes like that, but we don't look up to actual like black people who actually like accomplish things like the right way. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Like, don't get me wrong, I agree with most of what Kevin said, but it bothers me though that like I know this got more views than a Thomas Sowell video.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I don't. That's my issue. Like he'll say like, or like if Brandon Tatum says one thing, it's like, oh man, he capping for the white man, capping for the white man.
Like, and that's
but when Kevin says it, it's different. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong, right? I would listen to Tatum because that's a real ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like Ben Carson, for example. I don't like that nigga. I ain't got nothing to do. I really don't. I that nigga corny. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is, right? I don't vibe with him. I got bad energy, whatever, right? And it's not about what he's saying, it's how he's saying it, right? It's the shit that he do. It just don't seem genuine. You know what I'm saying? So you do, and it is what it is. Like especially black, we gotta know how to code switch and shit like that. Like I can't be like this level of black at work. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. Nobody gonna take me.
No, yeah, you can't. Yeah, I agree with that.
Like I'll admit, because I'm at work, so I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know what I mean? Like everybody do it, and so I get it. But at the same time, though, it is also like kind of like fucked up because like real recognize real, and like a lot of times, especially as I gotten older too. I really don't be saying a whole lot of shit no more these days, dog. Like, I'd be like, okay, cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, cats that be like, and it's always the loudest ones who are the most proud, who always got a fucking pen and say some shit too, right? Not all the time, because sometimes, niggas really do can back that shit up or whatever, dealing with what the fuck they're talking about too. But it's always them motherfuckers be the main ones sitting up here, like he was saying, right? Sitting up here saying, like, oh, I'm down, I'm real, or whatever, right? But then as soon as shit hit the fan, that nigga, they dip. And it'd be the last motherfucker that you expect. Be the state that had your motherfucking back.
Yeah.
So,
I definitely feel you on that. I guess my thing is too though, like I don't know, it really bothers me though that like not to blame this point, but like and this is my thing too. Like he'll say this shit, and then people continue to do what they were like, oh, that's fucked up, like, but then continue to do it.
Oh yeah,
and that's
I don't keep doing it. They keep doing it, yo. They think that's the way. But that's all they know.
I guess I get that. I guess it just doesn't make sense to me. Like why you would like, I don't know, right? It doesn't make sense to me why you would like make fun of or joke or your own people, but then want them to do shit for you and then get upset when they don't. It's like an abusive relationship.
Nah, we're talking.
But then to me, it's like, well, why would somebody who's being abused in your community want to come back? Now you mad because this person's living in some suburb. Well, why would I fuck with you no more? Like I don't understand that. You over here talking shit, but you want me to come over here and go do a teeth cleaning for you. I'm not fucking doing that. Like you gonna have dirty ass teeth, and I'm gonna be over here in my big ass house with my family. I just don't understand the thinking behind making fun, especially making fun of your brightest people in your community.
Yeah, like
that makes no sense to me at all. We pick and choose. We uplift the worst and we put down the best. What fucking idiot does that?
Real, like yo, bro. Like I'm like, help, like, and I make cats do this. Oh, he corny. I'm like, help that nigga out. You know what I'm saying? Like, get him some clothes. Like, I ain't trying to be funny, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, introduce him to some women, right? You know what I'm saying? Play some fucking game with some shit, bro. Like help this nigga out, like so he can like not to make him like a hood nigga or a thug or whatever, right? Just so you can round him. I'll admit, nigga, like I ain't gonna lie, when I was really little, I was a square.
But that's my point. But I'll say this though. See, the way you thinking about it is real logical. You want to make him more well-rounded.
Yeah,
but you gotta be careful with that. You gotta be careful with that shit though, because you get people who are like, so like in high school, you get dudes that try to play you because you necessarily like weren't getting a lot of women, but they want you to end up in the same situation as them, like where they got like women problems or got multiple babies, and you don't want to end up in that situation. To your point, you want to be well-rounded, not an idiot. I get what you're saying. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah, no, you're right. So, and that's why like making sure that they're like like mentally strong and shit like that. So you don't just like do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, I feel what you're saying though. Yeah, I got you. Well, let me finish this up real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I think it ain't too much longer.
They do whole shit.
People hate when you say shit like that because they're like,
I don't care.
They want to be a group thing.
I don't care what people say because I'm really a gangster. What I look like arguing with a rapper or goofy? I'm not tripping on that. I'm a gangster and a gentleman. They want you to believe, man, the code of the streets is kill or be killed. That's not true. It's live and let live. Now, if you violate, we're going to demonstrate right there.
Hey, man.
Gates.
And like, you know what's funny is I'll admit, I'm really not even like a big, huge, like, Kevin Gates fan, right? It ain't nothing personal against him. It's just like, sometimes you just don't really like vibe with like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't really vibe with like his music like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a couple tracks. I was like, all right, cool, whatever, I fuck with it, but he was never one of my go-tos. But like, low-key though, that nigga really is really about that action. You know what I mean? And so that's when it's funny to me too, right? Because there are like plenty of motherfuckers that like, even at work sometimes like try me. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny, even at work, there's a couple cats that read because I'm very like, you know, like multi-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to read a lot. You know, I like to read a lot too. I watch anime, right? I'm a Christian. You know what I'm saying? And then even just from that alone, like every now and again, motherfuckers forget that shit because I'm like well spoken and I'm articulate and I'm a nice guy. Like I'll help damn anybody else. Anybody at work knows that too. But that does not change the fact that I would still fucking break my foot up in your ass if you keep sitting here trying to disrespect. Like I'm crazy as shit. Like, and I think a lot of the times, like people forget, like people not even like people just didn't know you before you got to where you are right now, and so they think that just because you're this and you don't want life whatever too. I'm like that don't mean I'm gonna beat the living dog shit out you, bro. Like, and they try because they think
I don't think people like assess risk well. So like, what do you weigh like now? Like 235, 240?
Yeah, about 235. Yeah, last I weighed like 235.
Okay, so listen to me, right? If I see a dude that's 5'11", 6 foot, 235, right? My thought is, let me go talk shit to this dude. Like I don't understand that. Like, you got to be able to assess risk. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, if you were some small dude, maybe I'll talk shit to you. Now, you may know jujitsu, right? I don't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
But to me, it's just like assess the risk. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. That shit just like mad wild to me, for real. So
people are stupid.
I 100% agree with you, bro. I'm like, that nigga's like, I'm motherfucking scared at him, bro. I'm like, thank you. For real. Somebody fucking say that shit, bro. Just because you fucking talk shit and you loud or whatever, right? And you know what I'm saying? You still dress like it's 2003. That shit don't mean nothing to me. Like, I'm like, nigga, don't give a fuck.
Like they say, man, the loudest in the room is the weakest in the room. And that is so true.
Bro, every time, too, dog. I be like, bro, like, these motherfuckers is clowns, bro.
Yeah, just like, you know, you go out when you were younger. I mean, you may still experience this, but like that dude that be like, let's get some bitches. He don't be getting no bitches. You be like, why don't you shut your ass up?
Like, nigga,
you let everybody know that you don't get any women. Like, be quiet.
That's mad funny. But yeah, you're right though, bro. You is, man.